Hi everyone, welcome to Funfold Friday. I'm Lisa Cunningham. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And every Friday I do a video for you showing you a fun fold card. I love fun folds, so this week I have another one for you. But a quick reminder that this Saturday, Sunday the 31st, is the last day to register for my Valentine treat package class that it's all treat packages. This is the one we use, the Love Notes Designer Series paper. This one is it's got 2 Hostess Ding Dongs and a gift card holder. I have this other one that is a treat package. So your kit's gonna include all the supplies to make these, the consumable supplies to make these projects. This is a slider box and it has some Twix parts in it. This one is another box that opens this way and I have some treats in there. And like I said, look, this is all the Love Notes Designer Series paper. There's no stamping except for this one heart right here, and that is optional, and it uses the Endless Love stamps, and then we do use the dies. And this box opens like this, and I have 2 Reese's pink hearts in there. So you'll get, like I said, the project packets to make the 5 projects. You're gonna get some Stampin' Up! Products, so you're going to use these on your projects. You'll get a PDF tutorial, and all for $40, which includes shipping, and it will be shipped to your house. So again, the 31st is the last day to register. If you have any questions, just email or message me and let me know. So let's go ahead and get with our project for today. Okay, so let's get started with today's fun fold. This is such a quick and easy fun fold card. And this one goes together pretty quick because I use the Easter time mix and match ephemera pack. And this is such a great pack of die cuts because there's so many different patterns. So you get 2 sheets of the different patterns. So let's see, I used this wreath here, so we can pull that out. So again, you get 2 sheets. I think these are the 2 sheets. And I used bunny. There's these ones. Look how pretty. So look how easy cards can go together just by adding these. Here's the bunny I used. I still got the sniffles. Sorry. So we will use that bunny. And I think that is it. So you get 2 sheets of 3 different patterns, I guess I should say. So this one. I love these, the Easter lilies. Because you know I have a granddaughter named Lily. And then this sheet. The flowers I punched out because I was originally going to try and use the flowers and I didn't. And we are going to use, so that makes that easy, but we are going to do some die cutting and stamping. So we're going to use the Easter basket bundle, and we are using just this Hello Spring stamp set, but then we're going to use the die cuts for the flowers, just this one, I believe. And then I am using the Stylish Shapes, one of my favorites that I constantly use. I've had this for a while because we got to pre-order as a demonstrator, and I haven't used this, but this will be my March Let's Create Craft Club bundle that I'll be using. I'm going to use the Shy Shamrock ribbon, these Easter assortment embellishments, like they're little eggs, and then there's some dots, and this very fun Pleasant Patterns. It's like a foil designer series paper. So we're going to use this pattern and this pattern. And then there is a peach one. This is Shy Shamrock. This is Pretty in Pink. And there is a peach one somewhere hidden in here. There you go, that one. That's Peach Pie. All right, so I pulled out the ones we're going to use. And now that I've gone over all the product, I do have my list here. So if you want to take a screenshot, now would be the time. These are all the things I used, the measurements, and where you can shop in my online store. And let's go ahead and start making this fun fold card. So you're going to need a 4 1/4 by 11 piece of Pretty and Pink, which I already have the half, the 4 1/4, because I used just a regular standard sheet and made my original. So we're going to score this long side at 2 inches. Make sure you have your scoring blade. 2 inches, 4 inches, and then 5.5 inches. And that's it on the scoring for this fun fold. Like I said, this is going to be so easy to make. I'm going to pull my designer series paper out, and let's cut that out while we're at it. So on this one, because it's a pattern, you want to make sure you know your pattern's going to be the right direction, which is here. So what I want to do is, because I want these two to match up, even though they're far apart, they still match up. So like this right here is the bottom of this. This is the bottom of this. So we're going to cut this smaller piece first, which is 1 1/4 by 4. So this is already 4 inches because I cut my previous one. So I'm going to do 1 1/4 by the 4. And then since we want this to match, we're going to cut this one 1 3/4 by 4. So see, when it goes on the card, they're going to match, they're going to line up. And then we need this one the same. It's going to be 4 by 1 3/4. I chose this one because to sort of make it look like the grass. So like the grass and the flowers, just my my little preference. Okay. So let's watch how easy this is going to come together. So we're going to fold at the 5.5. This one we're going to fold. This one we're going to fold. So it's actually, this one is going to go down. We're going to adhere that down, and so that these two are going to go like so once this is adhered. But we're going to put our pieces on first. So this is the 1 1/4 inch. And add my liquid glue. I'm going to lay this flat. And you know this, notice I did this one with the 1/4 inch border. Usually I like to do the eighth. And then we're going to put our second piece of floral pattern. Excuse me. And line those up to where they match. And here's our so-called grass. We will glue that on. Let me put my glue back over here. And then on the inside, I should have kept my trimmer out. We're gonna need a piece of basic white, which I did have here and I didn't think I did. This is gonna be 3 3/4 by 4. So let's see, not quite 4 there, but let's go 3 3/4. And let's go by 4. And now that we have our designer series paper on here, we can adhere this down. So just put some glue Hold that down. And then we can add our piece. Make sure it's the right direction, because if you go this way, it's not going to fit right. So get some more glue. I automatically always put my cap back on my glue, but just because I get glue everywhere, we're going to put that right inside there, like so. And I'm over here sticking my fingers in the glue. All right, so now our little bunny and our wreath, this is gonna be so easy. How do we want it to go? I wanna make sure that the leaves are like going up. So I think this way. So we're just gonna put a couple of dimensionals. So now you wanna make sure that you're only adhering to this section. Don't get it up here, because then it won't be able to pop up. So how did I have this? Like so. So I'm just gonna put like 3 dimensionals. Oops, that glue on my fingers. And then we're just gonna put like so. You wanna make sure that it stays on the edge of the card, and see, nothing back here, because when we pop it up, we wanna make sure. So for a rabbit, I just put a couple of dimensionals inside here, making sure that I'm not getting it on that other section. And we're just gonna set him right like so. And look, there's our little pop-up. But of course, now we have to do some decorating. So I love these little dies. I didn't even pull them out. Look, I brought this because I did a bunny rabbit with it. But we're gonna pull out our stylish shaped banner. We're gonna use this long skinny one. We are going to pull out these. I already pulled out the stamp. We just need these dies. Look at how cute. The Easter basket, the bows, the bunnies, the little chicks. There's so much, and all we're going to do is use this flower one, because again, this is a quick and easy card. Fun fold. It's a fun fold though. All right, so let's cut our banner out of the white. And then the flowers, we're gonna have to do one at a time. So really, this is supposed to be like a two-tone flower, but I wanted to use the Shy Shamrock as the leaves. And I'll show you what I mean. Let me pop those out of the way. Uh-oh. Oops, that didn't cut. Did I not have my plate all the way on it? That's weird. I probably did. I'm over here talking and not paying attention. So see, there's the two. So now we're gonna use, this is Flirty Flamingo, and I don't even know if I told you, my card base was Pretty in Pink. It was 4 1/4 by 11. And again, we scored it at 2, 4, and 5 1/2. Okay, so now our little flowers. And on that one, all I needed was the one flower. Okay, so let's get these out of the way and go back to our flowers. So all we're gonna do is I'm going to use this as the leaves. Like I said, that's actually flower petals. So it's supposed to look like this. So it's a flower. So you could do like yellow and then put a darker, like use Lemon Lolly and then like Daffodil Delight. But this was my leftover, so I'm gonna do the same with my leftover. And look, here's that little bunny that I colored. Because I was gonna put him and then I decided, no, I wanna do the flowers. So let me get my silicone mat, and we're just gonna use the Shy Shamrock as the leaves, which technically they're petals, but you know, it's whatever you want it to be. And then I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool to pick this up with my putty side and adhere it. Of course, because I'm trying not to get glue on me, but I probably still will. All right, so let's move that one aside and let's stamp our sentiment. So I just pulled out the Hello Spring. We're going to stamp it in Shy Shamrock. And I want to move it over to the right because we're going to put our flowers over here on the left. Hello Spring. I love Shy Shamrock. You know, I'm a green kind of girl. So we're going to use, where's my card? Make sure I put it on it. I glued, let's put this back over here. I glued the flower to the tag, to the banner. I'm seeing if I can move that down just a tad. So like so. And then we're going to use a couple of dimensionals. And this is where it's going to prop up our card. So when you give this to somebody, they can display it on their desk, mantle, whatever they choose. So you can just kind of put your card up and then figure out where you're going to put your banner, like so. And then it folds flat so that you could send it in the mail. It'll fit in a standard envelope. And now we still have to decorate. I think this one, let's see if I can move this. Just because the way that I put the flower on, I want to move it down a little bit. And I got some, look, I got the backing there. But the reason being is this is hitting there and it's kind of propping it to display Cricut. So pay attention. Don't do what I do. Learn from me. So we want this below the banner. There. All right. And so, like I said, now to decorate, we're going to use these fun. I like these little eggs. They're so cute. See, there's the dots. We're going to put an egg there. We can put this flat. I wanted to put, I don't know if I should have used different colors or just like so. And then where is our Shy Shamrock ribbon? We are just going to tie a bow across the back. I mean, what do you guys think about this? So easy, right? Easy, easy, easy. And it's a fun fold. And just a reminder, next week, I will not, no, I'll still have a video for you. I will be out of town for a week. I have a doctor's appointment and some things going on in California. So I will have a video. I will get them done before I leave. You know, anytime I leave, I always still try to have my videos for you. I do not like to not have them. So let's just cut our bow, and that, well, I guess we could straighten it out. And there's our card. How cute is that? Now, again, the ephemera packs are so easy. You can put a bunny and an egg, flower, whatever. This and this designer series paper is gorgeous. I could do a lot of 3D projects with that because it's a heavy designer series paper. And I just noticed my flower, I did Flirty Flamingo, but on this one I did Pretty in Pink. So choose whatever you want to choose, but that is my card for this week. thank you so much for joining me and watching my video. Be sure and like, share, or subscribe. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.